Yo, one thing I realized, I can't trick myself no more. And I think that's what all this is for me. That's why I'm having such a hard time getting back out here working. That's why I'm having a hard time accepting certain things into my life, allowing myself to just put up with certain shit or just accept certain shit. It's hard to do that. When you get to a point in life, bro, where you tired of tricking yourself, you tired of lying to yourself, yo, don't no lie hurt more than a lie coming from you. You lying, you telling yourself a lie. You could lie to anybody on this fucking planet. You could trick anybody on this fucking planet. Man, woman, animal, whatever. The moment you start lying to yourself, the moment you start tricking yourself into believing some shit, or that you're okay with some shit, gassing yourself up to get out here and work, or like people do that shit every day in the worst way. They trick themselves every day of their life to believe that they happy, to believe that they doing the things that they need to be doing, that they supposed to be doing, that they doing the things, or they with the person they want to be, or that they love and they care about, that they got the job that they want, that they okay with working every day. People lie and trick themselves every day. And I'm at the point where I swear to you, like I'm tired of like lying to me. I'm tired of tricking myself, bro. Trying to trick myself. No, I'm not happy. No, I don't enjoy the idea of wanting to go out here and work another job. That I want to be this sacrificial person, and I want to do all of these. Like, no, that shit don't. I'm not okay with that. I don't enjoy that. You do what you got to do. Don't get it fucked up. Like, I'm gonna do what I got to do for my children and do what I got to do for myself so I could survive and I could stay above water and shit like that. But the reality of it is, like, I'm not willing to do anything for anything that's out here. That these motherfucking white people, that these people at the top then put in front of us and told us that we got to do anything to obtain it. We got to do anything to get it. We got to sacrifice anything to get it. I'm not okay with that. I'm not okay with that. And I just feel like most people that's out here just oblivious, and that's just going with the breeze, going with the wind. They tricking themselves. They lying to themselves. That we need to normalize telling yourself the truth. We need to normalize that. That's important, man. I wake up some days and I just be feeling outcasted, bro. Like, why I feel like this? Why I feel like I'm doing some shit I don't want to do? Why I feel like I'm living the way I don't want to live? My kids I love, of course, pure and infinite love, without question, right? But outside of them, outside of that, as to why I'm in the positions that I'm in, I put myself in the positions of getting doors shut in my face, or certain things I'm going through now, even reconsidering going back out here to find a job to do what I need to do for them. That's the only reason I'm out here on anything. Shoes off, shirt off, bro. Not giving a fuck somewhere. Some of us call it bum. Some of us call them homeless. I call it freedom. Cause this shit we doing every day, nigga, imagine that. You wake up every day and trick yourself. You wake up every day and lie to yourself that everything's okay and that you happy and that this is what life is. Every day. Until you fucking die. Until you transition. Until you expire. I just got off the phone with my mom. I told her, like, yo, I'm sick of this shit. I'm tired of lying to me. If you can't tell nobody the motherfucking truth in this world, you gotta be able to tell yourself the truth. You gotta be able to be 100 with yourself. You your own best friend. You your only best friend, for real, for real. I be gassing myself up so crazy, bro, to get out here to start looking for a job again, to do the things that they tell me I need to do and have to qualify in life, to be a successor in life, to have the possibilities to get a job or to have some success or some stability. It's a joke, bro. It's a joke. Niggas literally wake up every day and lie to themselves. You lie to yourself telling yourself the person that you think love you, love you. You lie to yourself telling yourself that you're needed, you're valued, you're accepted, you're understood, you're loved. Like, people just lie to themselves every fucking day. People trick themselves every day for whatever reason. I don't understand it. But I know that me as a human being, as a realist, as a person that's still human, that's not hollow inside, that still has a soul, a heart, that's still compassionate, empathetic, that still feels things, that still experiences things on a day-to-day basis, bro. I'm sick of this way of living, bro. I can't lie to myself no more, bro. I can't keep going through this life shit, you know, telling myself a lie. It's going to be okay. It's going to be this. It's going to be that. No, it ain't. And it ain't never going to be. As long as you, as a human being, is still following the system, is still doing anything to be a part of the system, it'll never be okay. Until you break away from that shit, until you go against the grain, until you stop doing it the way they told you to do it, so they can accept you, so you could be one of them, so you could be one of them as a black person, so you could be accepted by the white community or white America. Bro, it'll never be okay, bro. Never, bro. Like, this shit, like smoke and mirrors, like all this shit. Think about the qualifications. What was qualifications? What was qualifications put? Who was qualification put in place for? Black people. Once we start being, we never was treated the same or equally, but once we was able to start being able to get out here and thrive and live like normal fucking people in America, they start putting other little roadblocks and adversity and shit and obstacle courses and shit in front of us, detours and shit. Qualifications. That shit put in place for black people. So you can never be on a level. Or so if you gonna make it to where as though we gonna be equal, then they gotta be able to do this or they gotta be able to do that. And then we still gotta, you know, we still get the opportunity to be able to say whether or not they are or aren't. Think about that. Qualification. Who was that put in place for? Us. You're not qualified. You can have everything that the next motherfucker got. Go through all of the process and everything and still not be qualified. Still not be enough. I wake up some days, bro, and it just feel unrealistic. It's like, bro, what is this shit? Like, what the fuck is this? Being a trans, bro. Being a trans, a whole, like, this shit, like some Twilight Zone shit, like. And I just, like, when I'm talking to people, and I just can, sometimes when you talk to people, you can just see, you can feel, you can hear, like, how brainwashed they are, how of the system they are. It's like no point in talking to them. It's like really talking to an NPC. You're talking to a person that's scared, that's in fear. It's just like, it's just like, it's a senseless conversation at that point. It's like we have nothing to talk about. The conversation is over. You be around people that you know, family members, friends, associates, co-workers, like you just know off the rip, like niggas is not on my time. Not that you better than them, not at all, not what I'm saying. But just like, you're programmed. It's too late for you. You're gone. You're gone. So it's like when you like that type of person where you feel like you just on an island all by yourself, bro. You start feeling like that every day you wake up, like, yo, why am I doing this shit? Not life, but just the trying to live up to the expectations and trying to live life the way they telling me to live it. I feel so outcasted, bro, every day. I'm not with none of this shit that they be on. Real IDs. What the fuck is a real ID? They just be making, just pay attention, bro. They just be making shit up. And they be expecting everybody to just be on board. Don't nobody raise their hand in this motherfucking classroom. Don't nobody ask no questions. Don't nobody feel like indifferent. Like, yo, why is this like this? Why does it look like that? Why they doing that? That's what it is. We in a classroom full of motherfuckers that don't ask no questions, don't raise their hand. They just got their head down to their desk and they just going along with the lesson and what the teacher telling them. That's what this shit feel like. No, not me, bro. I feel different. I feel like I can't keep tricking myself. I can't keep lying to myself, telling myself that this is what life is. This is what it is. And that I need validation from other human beings that made up some shit or may have had some power at some time and point and made these rules and regulations and these laws and these standards. It's crazy to me, bro. It's crazy to me. One example was on a truck at my old gig, the beer company I work for. Old head told me that back in his day, they didn't even have to take a CDL test. They didn't even have to take a CDL test to be qualified to drive them big ass trucks. Guess how much it cost to take a CDL test the last time I even paid attention to it? $5 grand. $5 grand to get a license to drive a truck, to be responsible enough to drive a truck. $5 grand. Goes back to what I'm saying. This is just they shit, bro. I've been knew that. It gets clearer and clearer by the day, by the minute, the hour, like month, year. It's like, bro, I'm just like, I'm so unsubscribing, bro. The first chance I get, bro, like, and I'm just hoping that it ain't like I gotta do this shit until my kids get grown, and I'm just like putting off my life and my years and you know what I mean? And then I can live, and then I can do what I want to do, and I can expand on what I want to do and detach. And that's how I be feeling sometimes. Like, my hands is tired, bro, until these kids is okay. But if it wasn't for them, dog, like, I gotta really play the fool out here. You know how hard that is for somebody like me to do? Like, to play the fool knowingly, consciously. I'm playing the fool. Tricking myself, gaslighting myself. Oh, it's gonna be fine. I'm sacrificing. I'm dad. I'm the leader of the pack. I'm this. I'm that. Like, nigga, dad's suffering, nigga. Dad don't want to do none of that shit. Dad want to step back and make sure he alright. You feel what I'm saying? Like, sometimes you get like that, but when you gotta be that person, you gotta be sacrificial. You gotta stand up and take care of your responsibilities that you created for yourself. Take care of that. You know what I'm saying? And I wasn't taught that from no man, but it's just like common knowledge. Like, you know what I mean? Like, bro, I know what I gotta do, but it's doubled down on, like, it's that much harder when you gotta do a lot of shit that you just don't want to do. And you know it ain't worth your time and your energy, but you gotta do it because you got children, you got responsibilities. No, they ain't asked to be here. We all know that famous saying, but it still don't take away from what you may be battling with or dealing with. You know what I'm saying? Or you just not tricked no more. You just you up, you awake. You see what I'm saying? You conscious enough now. You understanding the games. You understanding the bullshit. You understanding the unfairness of the trade-off. You just understand it all. So it's even harder knowing these things, but still not really being able to, like I said, expand on what you really want to do or what you really want to get away from and detach. You know what I'm saying? But I can't trick myself no more, bro. I got to that point. I said, damn, that shit deep. Like, I really can't lie to myself no more. I can't trick myself. The veil is so gone. It's so obvious what this shit is now. This life shit and how they keep us where they keep us at. It's a or else type of thing being ran. Or else. They running this shit with an iron fist. Swinging the hatchet. Or else, bro. You want your lights on, right? You want your water on, right? You want to be able to buy nice things, right? You want to be able to do this. You want to be able to do that. But even just the simplest things, water and electric. They so lame, bro. Whoever they are, they so lame. For real, think about that shit, bro. Think about how corny that is. Think about that. We gonna threaten these niggas with the shit we know they need, so they gonna have to comply. I can't keep tricking me, bro. That's the worst shit. That's the worst feeling in the world. Lying to yourself. You could lie to anybody walking this fucking earth. You could lie, you could trick anybody that's walking this fucking earth. When you start having to lie and trick yourself, nigga, that shit hit different, dog.